Thank you very much, and we certainly appreciate the moving words we have heard. I would like to now introduce our two main speakers who will offer two different perspectives. Our first speaker is Daniel Ben Simon, who was born in Morocco. He made Aliyah in 1969. He served in the Golani Brigade. His undergraduate degree is in political science and sociology from Haifa University. His master's is from Boston University in journalism, and by profession he is a journalist. He is a member of Knesset of Labor, and he is a member of many important Knesset committees. We've already met our second speaker, and that is the mayor of Ariel, Ron Nachman. He is a fourth-generation Sabra. He was the Deputy Director General of Research and Development for Israel Military Industries and also Deputy Director General of Israel Broadcast Authority. He was elected in 1992 as a member of Knesset of Likud. And in 1978, he led a nucleus of 40 families who came to what was a barren hillside, as we've seen, and established this community, which has grown to some 20,000 residents and 12,000 students. And, well, you know, I come from Chicago, and I remember the late Mayor Richard Daley, who was basically mayor for life. Well, Ron was the first elected mayor in 1985 and then re-elected in 1990 and 1995 and 2000 and 2005, 2008. Are the terms getting shorter? I don't understand.
5 years.
But obviously that's because he is clearly a visionary who is passionate and a founder of this community. And I would like to turn the podium over to...
Thank you, Danny. Thank you for your words. I know Danny for many, many years. Before he became a member of Knesset, as a journalist, we don't share the same views, but you know, some of the people that don't want to realize the facts, so they close their eyes. It reminds me that Levi Eshkol, Prime Minister of Israel, was asked, how can you follow Ben Gurion without closing your eyes? Don't you trust Ben Gurion? He said, yes, I follow Ben Gurion, I close my eyes, but time to time I open my eyes to see that Ben Gurion doesn't close his eyes. Why do I say so? You know, I respect all those politicians. I was sitting as a member of the Knesset at the Oslo Agreement, and I spoke to Hamid, and I said, Yitzhak, why you do it? It will bring bloodshed, no peace. He said, no, I have the right of hot pursuit if they attack us. I said, listen, the whole concept of land for peace is not working any place in the world. Cannot work. Not in Falkland with England and Argentina. Is it in the Bible that Falkland belongs to England? What do they have to do there? And they want to give us advice. What Russia and Japan have to do in Sakhalin after 65 years from the Second World War? They haven't changed, they finished the debate on Sakhalin. Russia is a small country, tiny. You fly only 10 hours on land from one side to another. Not Israel like the Bay Bridge width from the sea to the 67 nights. And we have to get recommendations from Putin or the Russian Empire. How come? As I told you on the bus, when Les Aspin was here, and he said, we need 25 miles to deploy tanks, a division of tanks. Tel Aviv to this place is 25 miles. What's the problem of Israel? The problem of Israel is security. But the problem of the Jewish people is the word right. Do we have the right to this land or not? If we don't have the right, so we are trespassers. We are occupiers. If we have the right to this land, we cannot be at the same time an occupier, a trespasser, and an owner. Many people of are lawyers. And you know that if you own a property and I get in without a permit, I go to the police. But I'm the owner. The Arabs always say we have the rights to that land. They didn't give up 1 inch. They say 67 lies, a Palestinian state, Jerusalem the capital, and the right of return to the Palestinian refugees. They didn't move back 1 millimeter. What happened to Israel? Israel gave in Oslo agreement. I want to see, I don't want to debate with Danny, he's a friend of mine. I want Yossi Beilin to cut him like that. Yossi Beilin with the Oslo agreement, what he has done, and he runs away from that. It is the disaster of Israel. I was a member of Knesset. I voted against, and I predicted that that's what's going to be. You have Zone A, they have Zone B, and they talk about occupation. 99% of the Palestinians are under the President Abu Mazen, the Prime Minister Salam Fayyad, the parliament that they make the law. They have their own municipal system, they have judges, they have army. What kind of occupation is that? It's a luxury occupation? I don't understand it at all. So why do we have the wall? I said on the bus, it's not a wall. It's not a barrier. It's a gated community. Gated community in order to protect us from the suicide bombers. I need a barrier. I spoke with Sharon. He didn't want to have a barrier. He didn't want to have a wall. And I said the same. We don't need it. Now I'm talking about all those experts from the academy. Everybody knows what will be in Israel because of demography and everything in the year of 2525. You know, in America, there is song in the year of 2525, you know. So, yeah, I remember the song. Every professor knows what will be in Israel in the year of 2525. They will talk about birth rate and I say, how come that all those geniuses never predicted the collapse of Berlin Wall? Show me one professor in the world. How none of them predicted, anticipated the collapse of the Soviet Empire? How none of them predicted what happened in Egypt 2 weeks ago? Now it's a question in the White House, in the Congress. How the CIA and all of them didn't know anything. How come that everybody that didn't know anything, everybody says what will be in Israel in the year of 2525? How come? Only when it deals with us? We gave 100% of land to the people in Gaza. What did we get? We got war. We got the Goldstone report. For what? This lady from Netzarim, they live here. You know, it's amazing. It's a chutzpah to do it. Maybe if they got a contract, and you know, an agreement, you know, 2 sides, but to give up for nothing? I asked somebody from the United States, a journalist, a very important one, would you give up your private home for nothing? No, I'm not crazy. So why do you want me to give my national home for nothing? I want peace. It's not the peace now. They are the peacemakers. I want to see peace exactly as everybody else. But what will be the price? And we have to bear in mind that it took 2,000 years to have the Jewish people a country, a state of themselves. It's very easy to talk about concepts like that. Okay. Tomorrow, I give up. All Nachman, who built this city, I tell my 20,000 people, let's leave. The government, American budget, will give us a compensation, and we leave. Not like in Gush Katif in Netzarim. We will be paid and start, I don't know, we start new life. What will be the day after? The Palestinians who will be here, they will have the right to bring here to those territories, not to Israel. Millions of Palestinians. Where will they walk? Where will they live? What water will they drink? What kind of living will they make? They will have to come to Israel to walk. And then we will be blamed that we make a blockade on Judea and Samaria. What will be the next day? I don't have any answers. I spoke with my friends in the Knesset, with the ministers. And believe me, I've been there 4 years and I resigned from the Knesset in '98 because I didn't want to stay a member of Knesset, but I wanted to stay the mayor. And, yes. And, no, we have to keep time, it's okay. But I wanted to, just to let you know, the problem is not simple. And the fact that Mr. Olmert or Tzipi Livni, they came to, close to the agreement with the Palestinians, maybe, I don't know. But the Palestinians and the Arab world doesn't do anything for them. I say that we can have peace in one day. If the Arabs will recognize us as a Jewish state, if they will recognize our right to this land, and we have the right to give up part of it, not to give up everything, but they should recognize our right, that this is our land. Because if we don't have the right, so we can do nothing. Instead of burning the products in the neighbor city of Salfit, that he will come here and talk to me, and not in Washington, D.C. with mediators. Talk to me straight and bring the students from Birzeit University to this university. This is the way you make peace with neighbors, not by talking with mediators. Come to talk to us. I want to talk to you. Make me talk. I said to Tony Blair, I would like to be the spearhead for peace. Take me as an example. I'm not afraid from anybody. Take me. Try it. Not in Washington, not in London, not in Europe. Take us the neighbors and do it. Thank you.